Yeah. Hey Dhanush. Hey Dev. You are really on time today, Sayush. Hey Dude Code. How you doing? Hey Pranav. Yep, Pranav. I will talk about database design because I understand that most of my interns, you guys, you are facing you're facing a little bit of difficulty with your database designs. So I'll talk about it, and that would be hopefully helpful to you. What happened here? Why is it showing two lines right here? Yeah. So I'll give you a bare bones database design that would be helpful to you guys new to this. Yeah, no worries, dude code. Government work versus IT. What can I tell you, man? What can I tell you? Hey Rachit, what do you do in your free time? Like, how do you chill? I chill with you guys right here on this live stream. Me number one. Hey, algorithm soft. Yep. Thank you. Yeah. Hey, Colin. So today we will be talking about some database design. I need to make it requirement agnostic so that it will be helpful for anybody who's trying to build an app. New to this live stream. No worries, no worries. Um, what are we talking about, chat? Right here. Skill issues. Uh, so let's jump into this. So this is where I'll be giving you a bare bones database design that will be requirement agnostic. It doesn't matter if you're building a restaurant app, a to-do app, an email app, or whatever. Anything that requires a login, this would be helpful to you. So first thing that we are going to start with is our users table. The reason that we are starting with our users table is because every application that you build, it will require a user to sign up. Now don't build an application that is centered around a toothbrush where you have to log in, because I saw a tweet recently that said that in order to use that electric toothbrush from Oral-B you have to log in, which doesn't make any effing sense. So we are going to start with users. Hey Danaramu. These are the fields that I will define for users. So first thing would be obviously their email or their phone number. This will be your choice, given that what kind of email or what kind of login mechanism are you providing? We know that there are things like two-factor authentication or login with Google and everything. So we're gonna ignore that for now. Let's start bare bones. So first thing that you have to decide is whether you want to make the user login with email or their phone number. In which case, you're gonna have to put a unique constraint on this. This is too big of a font size. How can I reduce it? Oh, there we go. So email and phone number, when you define it, you're gonna have to put a unique constraint on it, because obviously database should not be having multiple email or phone numbers. Otherwise, it's gonna get confusing. So which one you're gonna use? After that, we're gonna give them a option to add their password. Now, their password can be, the validations is in your hands, how you want to define your password requirements. Some websites use requirements like it just should be more than 4 characters or between 20 characters. That's the length validation. Then then you can optionally put limitations like it has to have a special character, or some sort of weird thing. Anyway, so we're gonna keep it bare bones. We're gonna make it not null. And the algorithm that I recommend everybody to use when storing passwords in database is the bcrypt algorithm. So you can do salt and secret based passwords, and that's absolutely fine. But bcrypt is what I use. There are libraries you can use to hash your passwords with bcrypt. Now, um, Dave is really excited about being number one. Which one to choose from IIT Guwahati given 3 branches: MTech, DS, MTech AI, and Robotics, MTech CSE? I would go for MTech CSE, to be honest. And here we have our Sunday exclusive, our Maggie. So today my wife is not in the house right now. That is why I can't find the utensil that I normally eat Maggie in. It is basically, I made it. Just boil water in Maggie and just put the spice on top. That's it. My wife actually makes it a lot better. Are we learning something today? Yes. I will have to leave in 30 minutes for watching Sayara. I will later cry thinking about the infrastructure of the country just to not feel FOMO. Good for you, man. Good for you. Let me know how the movie was. Hey, Singh Aditya, sorry. Hey, Shashwat. Hey, Warm. I was using Bcrypt also for hashing password by registering. Yep. That's what I recommend, but you can also do a salt secret based password. Next thing, we're going to think about some direct properties of a user. Doesn't matter what the requirement is. What are some properties that user has? First thing that I can think of is first name and last name. The reason that I want to separate out these 2 columns is because it's often a little bit hassle to format the names properly. If you ended up putting the name in one column, it's usually some places formatting issues happen. This is why I recommend first name and last name should be separated out. Next thing, what else can we think of that is a direct property of a user? So we're gonna keep it only this much, and we're gonna wrap up the users table. If any more properties come into mind, I will later add to this. Now, so roles and permissions is the next thing that I want to talk about. So roles and permissions is something that it can go a little bit niche, but sometimes when you are building apps, roles and permissions, they play a factor in how your app is supposed to perform. You build out a simple application and pretty much very immediately, you find out that you're gonna have to add roles and permissions for the user to access. Like certain level of restriction you have to add on the user so they can access certain information or not access certain information. Bcrypt is highly popular for a reason. Yeah. So roles and permissions, then we are going to define 2 tables right here. We're going to create a parent roles table, which would be just roles. And we're going to define a parent permissions table. So having these 2 tables separated out obviously makes sense. The roles can be thought of as just a user that signs up to the website and they can access their own dashboards. Or sometimes we also like to add a super admin role that has access to all of the data in the database, meaning every user's data that is stored in the database, they can see it. And sometimes there is a staff level access. Staff level access is basically defined as a team member under the team of a user that is having full permissions, or we can also say admin level role. So let's define 3 roles to begin with. The first role that we're going to define is admin. This is a role that will be assigned to any user that is signing up to the application that you're building. Next thing that we're going to define as is the staff role. This staff is under the admin. I mean, the permissions can be customized by the admin to be given to the staff to restrict them from accessing their own data, but in a sandbox environment. Not sandbox, I would say restricted environment. And the next role that we are going to go for is super admin. This user has the access to all of the data, right? So these are some roles that you can assign to the roles table, which is the parent roles table. Now for the permissions, this can vary according to the requirement that you are building. Hey Suyash, best viewers on stream, boo, piss off. Bro, I tech lead guy launched AI course. What the fuck? I know. Coder Army, you actually hurt me yesterday. I'll talk about it. But yeah. Permissions. The first permission that I like to add to all of my permissions table is the all access permission. That even if, like this is a special permission I like to assign to the super administrator to let them know that yeah, they have all access. Now my code base has to configure that if before accessing any data, whether they have the all access permission or not. So this is the first permission that I like to give out. And then the next permissions is basically divided into the segments of your application. Like let's say that there is a reporting mechanism. So you can allow your staff to read the data in the reports module, but you're not gonna allow them to export data out of it. They can only see it. So we're gonna divide it up, two permissions right here, read and write reports. Then the next permission that I always like to add is assign staff. Sometimes we also want our staff member to be able to add other staff members in case the administrator is busy. So they can also assign staff. Staff people can also assign other staffs, but they're gonna inherit the permissions that the staff already has so that they are on the same level. They won't have the admin level permissions. So while creating the staff account by a staff, we also have to check whether the permissions align or not. Otherwise, we don't want to end up giving administrator permissions to a staff that is created by another staff member. So that is another one. Then I'm gonna also put read and write data. These are two separate permissions. So data can be anything. It can be orders, products, inventory, or anything like that. Now this is a little niche compared to how I said this would be requirement agnostic. There can be certain permissions that you can divide it up, like the restaurant app that we are building. Then you can also see read and write restaurants, read and write orders, read and write inventory, read and write deliveries. So you can break it up and you can add more permissions. So this is what the roles and permissions tables look like. Now that we have it, now that we have users and we have roles and permissions table, now we are going to create a pivot table. So in the pivot table, we will have two things. Oh, sorry, pivot table. The first table that we are going to create, I'm sorry, I should not create it here. So in the pivot table, the first thing that we are going to create is user roles table. User roles table. This will contain just two columns. The one column would be user ID. That will be the primary key of this user table. Let me add that. This usually is the auto increment column as well. That is a subjective thing. If you're using MongoDB, auto increment doesn't really apply. So in which case, this will contain the user ID column and this will contain the role ID column. So role ID would be coming from the roles auto increment. Let me ID primary key. Let's just say PK. So that would be, yeah, you would know. We will also add ID PK. Yeah. So also the roles table can only have two columns. So roles table will only have, sorry, I have a little messed up. Yep. So it will have just ID and it will have name, just two columns. And the same thing for permissions table. Okay, what happened? Yep. So this will also have just an ID and a name. So now you know you can seed the database with some predefined roles and permissions. So that's what we're gonna be using right here. So in users role table, we're gonna have user ID and role ID. If a user ID doesn't have a specific role ID, we know that they are not assigned that role. You can add a status column, in which case you will mark it 1 or 0 to let the database know, or let your code know whether the permission or the role is active or not. The reason that we need a pivot table is because there is a many-to-many relationship between users and roles. One role can be assigned to many users, and one user can have many roles. And this is why we need a pivot table. So this is going to be our first pivot table, user roles. Shouldn't roles and permissions be of columns of user? No, because they are not a direct property. And I just explained that there is a many-to-many relationship. And in order to follow the third normal form pattern, we're gonna have to create a pivot table. So we can have one user has as many roles as they want, and we can use one role and assign it to as many users as we want. Hey, nameless monster. They could act as foreign key for users. When they have elements of their own, they need to be in dedicated column. Sure. Dude, you got some experience in web dev, especially React.js. Can you explain React hooks? I know the overview, but you know, when it comes to usage, I get confused. I am a React developer. I will say that. But I am a ChatGPT React developer. I ChatGPT the shit out of it. And I get the code and I just copy paste and tweak it to make it work. Hey, Danaramu. Hey, Kryptonian Bond. I want to bind users to MAC and IP address. MAC and IP address doesn't really pay off that much, you know. It's not a deterministic, it's not a 100% accurate information direct property of users. You can have it. You can have the IP address of the user. But what if they are using a VPN? Now the purpose is defeated. You no longer know where they are from. So which is why we are going with only, you know, email, password, and first name, last name. That's it. Not anything, no. Bro, you saw a tech lead course. I did. We got an extreme vibe coder, huh? Yep. I won't try to run away from this allegation. Now we're gonna have a user's permission table. Yep. So this is only going to contain 2 columns, user ID and permission ID. And that's it. I just want to check which user ID has which permission ID. And if the permission ID does not exist for a user ID, it means they don't have the permission, lock them out. You can also optionally add a status column to mark 1 or 0. So yeah, I'm a MERN stack dev. If you have React questions, I got you. Yep. Plot twist, Colin also uses ChatGPT to find out solutions. Next thing that we are doing is a teams table. Now this is completely optional. If my interns are watching, you are not necessarily required to make a teams table, but I usually throw in a teams table and I'll tell you why. Teams table. So it's usually like organization level architecture where some teams, where one user can belong to multiple organizations. So understand it like this. When you sign up to a website and you can add your own staff, now you want to keep that team inside a container and you want to add another organization. Think of it like workspace. You can use VS Code and it comes with the default workspace, right? Which has its own themes, own colors, own fonts. Now, when you create a new workspace, it has its own themes, own colors, and own fonts. You can do the same thing in web applications. So in Teams table, I usually contain like organization level information where one user can have multiple organizations. So in my web app, if they want to create a new organization where they want to have data separated for their account, and they want to add staff members to that organization only, then we can be able to do that. So now you understand. So let's say in our restaurant app, a merchant signs up and they have a restaurant. Now, what if they have multiple restaurants? So in that case, they're going to create a company, and in that company, they will create restaurants. Like in one company, there can be 3 restaurants, and then in another company, there can be 5 restaurants. And they're going to manage their data that way. Every time that they log in, we're going to show them a list of their teams or their company's list where they can switch between companies and look at the data specific to that company. So this is why we're going to throw in the teams table. So what will be the teams table be like? Just two things, ID and name. These are the two columns we're going to put in it. And as a result of that, we're going to have to throw in a pivot table as well. Now we're going to put a user teams table. This will contain two columns, user ID and team ID. You can call it teams, you can call it organization, you can call it companies. The naming, the nomenclature is up to you. So we're going to throw this one in so that we can assign specific users to specific teams. So let's say that I want to add staff A to my current company and I want to add staff B to another company. In which case I don't want staff A to look at the data of staff B company and I don't want staff B to look at staff A company data. I want to keep a separation. So this is where the teams table will be handy for you, right? How dare you? If I'm confused, uncertain, I ask my testicles like God intended. You're not escaping the allegations, Colin. The more you try to fight, the more suspicious we will get. Kryptonian Bond, your approach is very problematic. They can't log in unless admin authorized to the new device with new MAC and IP. No, we should not do this. That is making the users jump through hoops for them using VPNs. We should not do that. Normally in this case, what happens is either you send out an OTP to their phone number or you send out a code to their email so that they can access it and they can copy paste that code and be able to sign in. That is a login securities method. And I'm not going to go into that because this is bare bones, just for starting purposes only. So this seems good enough, right? Some other optional things that you can add to this is sometimes I also like to throw in 2FA authorizations, in which case, let's say that email authorization you are using. So I like to keep a table where it says user ID and then email and their OTP and their created date. The reason that I like to use it is because if I'm implementing OTP based authorization via email, then I'm going to have to store that information of when was the last time I sent them an OTP. And in which case it will be useful to check if the current OTP is expired or not. That is one thing you can throw in, a user's OTPs table. So we're going to have ID, which will be the primary key. We're going to have user ID. Then we're going to have OTP, which would be integer or varchar, whichever one fits you. If you want to do number-based OTP is fine. And if you want to do character-based OTP is also fine. And we're going to have created at and updated at. Updated at column, I'm not a huge fan of. I've been noticing this behavior where I really criticize if I really want created at and updated at columns in my database. And if it doesn't provide any usage to the application to know when the record was created, I end up not adding it. That's why I add an unnecessary clutter and computations to my database. I know, Coder Army, I know. Why are you so obsessed with a tech lead? Leave him be, man. Can user ID and role ID be used interchangeably here, as role ID can also help in identifying the permissions of a user? I usually like to keep things separate to keep it simple. So sometimes administrators are expected to have all data access to their own organization, but sometimes sometimes administrator also gives out all the permissions to a staff, in which case the staff permission and the admin permission, they are the same thing permission wise, but not role wise. Role wise, they are still staff. And I usually like to keep this separation in my database. Normally, the role of a user doesn't provide that much functionality, but it's just a nice to have to know that when a user is assigned a role, then it's not going to be changed. And sometimes it will be, because the administrator can decide to deactivate their account, but while in the process of doing that, make a staff the admin to that account or to that team. So in which case, yeah, we need to keep out the history, not the history, the current status of users, right? Now I'm not diving into code, because if I dove into code, that would be a whole other, this live stream can last 6 hours or something. So users OTP table is also, you know what, better question. What do you want to do? I already created my DB. It has user role, but OTOM with user. What? Rachit, should I tweak it? If it falls under just the idea of this database, you're good to go. You're good to go. But this is mostly for Kirti Narayan. He was facing a lot of difficulty with their database. You know, the restaurant tab that we are building, the guy literally put restaurant ID inside users table, making it a direct property of users. And I saw that and I'm like, oh, no, this is not how this is gonna work. So now I have to come out and provide you a bare bones database design, so that you can, you know, it will help with how you're building the application. I can explain all in depth, but it's hard in this format. I mean, it's hard in any format, bro. Even if you connect on video call, that is still difficult. Yeah, I know, Colin, you're talking to Suyash. I know. One too many, as I thought, create different accounts for merchant, user, admin. Again, your question is very confusing, man. Oh, one too many, as I thought, create different account for merchant, user, and admin. Yeah. One too many. Yeah, I mean, you can fit that according to the database, but usually this is like a good third normal form database that you can implement in any application that you are building. This is requirement agnostic. So starting from this database design, you can then design other tables following the third normal form architecture, and then you can go ahead and build out whatever you want to build. I realize that there are certain tweaks you can make to this one as well to fit your application better, but I'm just going all bare bones. I'm actually trying to create my first major React project, trying to create a fictional luxury watch brand with primary focus on the looks of the site. So the hooks are coming into play much. Oh, okay. I don't know React hooks that well, bro. As I told you, I am a ChatGPT React developer. So this is a good way to build out your database. My interns, if you're watching, you always have access to my DMs. Feel free to DM me anytime you want. Yeah, and then I'll help you out. Very unfiltered guy. Yep, obviously I am. So Rachit, let me know if this is good. Kirti, I know you will watch this live stream later, but no worries. I will cut the clip out of this live stream and I will post it as a main channel upload. Yeah, that's all. So yeah, let's get some content out as well. The reason that I need this is because I'm creating a sketch video, a comedy video. So one thing that I'm gonna need all of you to do is start booing me. Throw your boos and start booing me left and right, as if that we are already in a conversation where I was speaking something problematic and I am way too far. So start booing me now. Just say cancel this stream, or career over, or end of career. Just start typing and start booing. Pranav, Coder Army, Suyash, Colin, Rachit, everybody. Just start booing me. Said the IT guy, bro. I created AI videos for the brand and my monthly quota of the points expired so soon. Gemini didn't do fair by me. Okay, fine. But right now, I'm gonna need all of you to start booing me. Rachit, go ahead. Start. Sadiq, start booing me. I'm gonna need this clip for my upcoming comedy video. See, Harsh is doing it just fine. Go ahead. Start booing me. Pranav, Coder Army, everybody. Oh, come on. Normally, you guys take the piss out of me, but when I tell you to take the piss out of me, yeah. Start booing me, Sadiq. Stop asking questions. Just start booing me. I'm gonna use the clip for the comedy video that I am about to upload. Okay, here we go. A little bit more boost would be nice. Just say cancel the stream, career over, end of YouTube. Just start doing that. Motherfucker, Coder Army. I did not ask you to go personal. But anyway, go ahead. Okay. Just two or three more. Go ahead. Go ahead. Do that. Okay, now here we go. Okay, you know what though? I'm gonna say something upfront. I'm just gonna speak unfiltered today. Women in tech are not real. They just aren't. You're telling me that in the tech sector there are women and they're having jobs? Nah. That's a propaganda I'm not falling for. You're booing me. Okay. Where is your tinfoil hat? Just let me know where your tinfoil hat is. Women in tech are not real. Okay, done. Done. Now don't zoom me anymore, please. But motherfucker, Coder Army, I'm gonna kick your ass someday. Okay, we are done. Oh, we are so back. What the fuck was that about? That was a comedy video. I'm creating another. If YouTube devs were honest. Part 3. I'm making this video. So for that, I needed you guys to boo me. Those of you who have watched my YouTube devs are honest video, you know what this is about. And if you don't, you're gonna find out what this will be when I cut this clip into the video. Why said, bro, you only asked to roast? Yeah, I said I only asked you to roast. I didn't ask you to go personal. Motherfucker. Go back to the 70s, bro. Quit YouTube. Career over. Prompt engineers are gonna pay you out of work. So yeah, I'm gonna clip this. Open 10 tabs in Brave and then open one tab in new window. It is struggling to load the new window page. Why did you need this clip? When will you release it? I'm gonna shoot some clips today. Colin and Lucifer, Shashwat, and other people on the Discord server, they saw a clip that I uploaded in my Discord server, and I put a time on it that I'm only going to keep it online for an hour. Some people saw it, and after that I deleted it. So that was a test clip that I uploaded. So now I'm gonna use this clip as well, and I'm gonna create a video out of this. So you will see pretty soon I'm gonna release it. Yeah. Let me put this away and I'll be back. 1 second. Okay, we are back. Are you unemployed? Just asking. No, What would make you think that, Vivansh? I'm a freelancer, bro. I'm a freelancer. I have that downloaded on my PC. What, Brave? When will you release it? Yeah, I will release it. I will release it. BS means bullshit, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. It does. It does. Bro, your opinion on tech lead course. Ah, let him do what he wants. He is pretty much. He is pretty much the definition of a YouTuber. That any YouTuber, they try to act all morally high and everything, and at the end they do the very same thing that they were against. He made the video, a tech lead, about dear course sellers, and he called them Corsasur, and he said all that bullshit about them selling courses, then them destroying kids mentalities and everything. And now look at that, he just did it himself. Right here. And one of the comments said what? Look at this, one of the comments. या राइट हियर, भाई मैं तो बाय कर रहा हूं फॉर फ्यूचर प्रूफ जॉब, तुम लोग अपना देख लो. This is what the state of this channel is now. The same people who used to say, oh, the test video, okay, okay, I don't know why you would download the test video. It's no useful to anybody, let alone you. And that will be a part of the bigger video anyway. So you would make a good Sith Lord. Why? What is this Sith Lord? Sith Lord. Images. Really? This is what I look like? This person right here? Is this what I look like? Is that a compliment or an insult? I'm not up to date on the Star Wars lore. I haven't watched these movies. I have a mild doubt. When I do request.body, it gave me error. I'm using TS as to interact with Prisma. Oh, first of all, request.json is what you should be calling, because you are sending request as a JSON. So to decode it, you're gonna have to call await request.json. So it will decode it for you. Hello, bro. I just received my first payment of $850. Good for you, man. Good for you. $850 is how much? Like 60,000 rupees? Into INR. 73,000 rupees. Nice, man. Nice. Throw a party for all of us. Course, we are the dumbest investment if you are linked. Course are the dumbest investment if you are linked with Sid. Oh, okay, okay. I thought that you are insulting me. I got scared when you said ChatGPT bhar ke use karo. I thought you were an expert at full stack. No, I am an expert in full stack, but that doesn't mean that I know every technology out there. I know HTML, CSS, and JavaScript and jQuery and backend technologies, you name it. I can just learn it. But current client that I'm working with, they are using Remix, a React framework. So obviously I have to be a little bit of language agnostic myself. So then I use ChatGPT and use the shit out of it to make it spit out the front end. And whatever front end it spits out, I just paste it, fix the errors, tune it a little bit to make it adjust my requirements. Yeah, that's it. Because you told you would delete it. It's a gay thing. Don't worry about it. Yeah, same but younger. Not the image. Darth Sidious. You should try the Sith filter on you. What's the Sith filter? I don't know. Why are you guys suddenly into making me a Sith Lord? I don't know. Haha, my first payment I got 87 USD. Very good for new 18-year-old here. Good for you, man. Good for you. Okay, let's watch something. So, ChatGPT brain rot is basically what I wanted to react to. This video right here. This is so brutal that is happening to our society now. I ain't talking about course. I know. First payment, you must have done something. I mean, some sort of development work. By the way, oh, here we go. Thanks for reminding me. Let's install Zorin and let's install Pop OS. Yeah. So new, we're gonna name it Zorin OS. Folder F, ISO image. Let's select it. So right here, Zorin OS, I have it installed. Type Linux, subtype let me check. Is Zorin OS based on Ubuntu? Zorin OS is based on Ubuntu. Okay. So Ubuntu 64-bit hardware, base memory, I'll give it 8 gigabytes. Processor, I will assign like 4 processors to it. Hard disk, I'm gonna give it, let's say, 40 gigabytes. That would be a good one. And reallocate full size, fine. Okay, so hardware is this one. Enable EFI, special OSs only. Unattended install, fine. Zorin OS. Yeah. So I am talking about course. By the way, what is the latest status? I had exam last month and was inactive in Discord. Yeah. We are installing Zorin right here. Generalist is greater than specialist. Thoughts? I would rather go with specialist. Rather than a generalist. A generalist is very prone to get confidence out of nowhere. Why so many distros? Because I'm trying distros. I need to make sure I need to try the distros first to select which one I want. For right now, Arch is holding the #1 position that I think I should go bare metal with as a second operating system on this laptop. But I'm gonna try some more Ubuntu distros. And bro, you still get high as your college days? No, why would I? I'm a married man, bro. What the hell? I only get high on sleep. You have seen my late night streams where I am like half asleep in my brain and then I say the most unhinged stuff. Sustain a share from Dettol and petrol. Why would I do that? You just need one distro. I know I need one distro, but I'm gonna first try them out to see what is out there. I will learn Mint after NSEM. There is nothing to learn in Mint. Mint is very simple OS, and so is this one. Why not do Cache 2? Okay, it has Gentoo 2 in subtype. I don't know why that is a joke. So you should go with Cache or Endeavor OS for it instead of Arch. They are just Arch with pre-installed graphics drivers. Yep, then I'll go Endeavor. Yeah. I don't really agree. The generalist tends to be able to apply the skill set to new domains where specialists can be really unlucky and their specialization becomes deprecated. In which case, a specialist can also switch domains, man, because they know what it takes to really go deep into anything. So if you're a specialist in one domain, you know what it takes to switch the domain as well. A generalist is basically like a half-assed person that knows some terms on everything and they act all high and mighty. That yeah, they know everything. This is why I'm not in favor of being a generalist. Rather be a specialist. Me acting like a generalist on this YouTube channel would just be me talking about everything. I don't want to do that. Try or install Zorin OS. Yep, I'm gonna try. Yeah, so here we are with Zorin OS. Um, Fuckboy distro. He becomes Sith Lord in late night streams. Yeah, Wakun would know. Your marriage was nullified on installing Raj. I also got my virginity back, I think. Um, what's distro? He becomes a Sith Lord in late night streams. Fuckboy distro. Jack of all, master of none. I agree with you on specialist because yes, journalists have overconfidence. Okay, so here we are. Okay, it is loading. Okay. I mean, I will use Mint to get familiar with Linux after NSEM. If you want to be familiar with Linux, go with Ubuntu rather than Mint. Ubuntu is far better in that aspect. Not yet. You need to go on bare metal to get that back. Oh, okay. Okay, I see. So right now I'm standing at my marriage being nullified. Okay, I understand. Let's go. So I'm gonna try Zorin OS. Yeah. Right now I don't want to install it. Okay, the mouse movement is very smooth. Open in terminal. Let's see what kind of terminal it has. White background. Screw that. Zorin appearance. Oh, oh, nice. Let's select this one. Nice. Okay. Get more desktop layouts. No thanks. Oh, this is, I think this one is Hyperland based, isn't it? Yeah. This one is, oh, here we go. Okay, I see. So this is Windows 11. Do we have Wi-Fi or internet connected? Files, Brave browser, and it comes with Brave browser pre-installed. Devil White IDE. I am deeply upset. Okay, let's change that. Choose password for new keyring. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Continue. Privacy by default. So let's I'm not completely digging the thick bars up here. I think this browser would make me use, Zen or something like that. Hmm. So let's go to settings and let's the wallpapers are quite dope. Okay. Where are the themes, man? Where are the themes? Um, I need to add dark mode. Display. Orientation landscape. So let's do 1600 times 900. Keep changes. Okay. This is better. After that, night light. But why is this so white? I don't like the white thing. Why is it in low res mode? No, I changed it. It should be in Zorin appearance. Okay. Oh, theme. Here we go. Night theme. And here we are. Nice. Wallpaper also changed. Great. Oh, we can also change this. So let's make it completely black. Fine. Effects, jelly mode. I don't know what jelly mode is. Spatial desktop, switch between workspaces in 3D. Spatial window switcher. Desktop, home trash mounted volumes. So let's do home. Okay, nice, nice. Icons on desktop, I can remove that. Great. Windows, new window placement, spread centered, window action key, super. Okay, fine. Title bar buttons. Okay, great. Interface, screen keyboard button and panel. Taskbar settings. I want to reduce the depth, the width of this. Style, position, panel thickness. Oh, here we are. Here we are. Okay, this is far better. Okay, I need the taskbar to be tiny. Yeah. Panel length, I can also change. Oh, this is awesome. This is awesome. Yep, this is how I would want it. Great, great. What else do we have here? Show applications button, visible stack to left. If I, no, I want that. Activities button, remove it. Left box. What is left box? Taskbar. Okay. System menu, date menu. Okay, okay. I can change date menu as well. Great. Date, weekday. Nice. What were the problems with Mint? There were no problems with Mint. No. I want the desktop button. Yep. So I can peek at the desktop. Nice. Behavior. Favorite applications, space off. Show running applications. Okay. Ungroup applications. Show notification counter batch. Nah, don't need it. Show tooltip on hover. Yes. Show window previews on hover. Yep. Yep, I need that. Isolate workspaces and monitors and application switching settings. Okay, fine, fine, fine. Click action. So click action is toggle single. Okay. Scroll action, hotkey overlay, genome functionality. Keep original genome shell top panel. If I enable this, oh, I can have this up here. Oh, I see, I see. In which case, I will remove it. Yep, this is far better. Yeah. Yeah, this is nice. Okay, let's open up. I don't like this. This is giving me Windows 8 vibes. So Zorin appearance, where is it? Layout. I want to use this layout. Yeah, this is better. Let's go to youtube.com. So we have internet. Okay. Wi-Fi is not there in Linux distros. What? No, no, no. They are there, but in the virtual machine, Windows 8 was great. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Do not bullshit me. Windows 8 was great. It was trash. So trash to me. Why is it in low-res mode? What were the problems with Mint? Then why Arch preference over Mint? Because I liked Arch, the feel of it better than Mint. And the same thing I would say that I'm liking Zorin OS better than Mint at this point, at least. I know the customizations, the features, they are also there in Mint, but I'm liking this. So we have background. Yeah, this is great. So Mr. Beast, dude, I love it. Okay, first of all, how is this possible that I'm using Brave and then I'm getting an ad? Maybe I need to update it, and that's when it will work.
I paid the best builders in Minecraft to build some of the coolest things you have ever seen, and to hide secret.
Okay, so sound works. Okay. See, the sound is where the problem is, man. Ugh. Understandable opinion, I know. I honestly enjoyed using it. An unpopular opinion, I know. Um, but Windows 8, yeah, no. Zorin is pretty cool. It's all genome. Okay, so for you to learn Linux terminal, you can even do in WSL. Ubuntu is basically Windows. You don't need to open terminal in that. Why not play your own videos instead of Mr. Beast? Because me playing my own videos, it's cringe. Why would I do that? Okay, so let's terminal. What can I do here? So sudo apt get install Firefox. Can I do that? Oh, so apt-get does work. Okay. So this will be like using Ubuntu. The same commands in Ubuntu, I have it in Zorin as well. Nice, nice, nice. Can I rise it is the question. Let's see. Zorin OS rising. Theme icon dock. So there is a dock that I can install. Okay. A dock for the genome shell. This extension moves the dash out of the overview, transforming into a dock for an easier launching application and faster switching between Windows and desktop. Extension homepage. Okay, let's see. You're going to leave proceed anyway. A dock for genome. Okay, let's see. It was only installed, it was only updated October 17, 2021. So it's been like 4 years. Ooh, that doesn't look good. How to get the new release? Extension website or downloaded manually from the release page. Let's do that. Genome shell 41, version 71. I can download something. So this is a shell extension.zip file. My HP laptop came pre-installed with it, and man, now it hits all the nostalgic vibes whenever I hear about it. Oh, Windows 8, you mean? Okay. Okay, so let's exit this. Exit this. Okay. But this is pretty dope. I literally like it. Yeah. This is I might go bare metal with Zorin at this point. Windows 8 was so hard to navigate. How the fuck was it great? Same here. Same here. Sid, what take do you have on taking corporate job and leaving parents and visiting them 1 or 2 times a year? Sounds sad, or is life like this? I did it, bro. I did it. It is very opinionated argument. I was fine with it, and my parents were fine with it. They were like, when they sent me to Bangalore, taking education loan and then sending me to Bangalore for studies, they knew that I'm serious enough for a job. So then I got the job and I kept working and I kept paying my EMIs. At that point, when my salary was up to like 23,000 rupees, my parents told me that no, not then. Actually, from the very, very beginning, my rent was 2,500 rupees only, and my salary was 6,000 rupees. So at that point, my parents said to me that, look, we are happy with what you are doing, but don't ever ask for rent money from us. You can ask for 1,000 rupees, 500 rupees here and there, anytime that you want. But never ask that I can't pay rent this month, so please pay me the rent money. In which case, we will ask you to come back to Howrah. Fortunately, it never happened with me. And otherwise, my parents and I both were happy living, me in Bangalore and them in Howrah. So if you can deal with it, I guess go for it. Or I can understand if you can't. I don't necessarily think that it is a sad life. You can go and live and enjoy your freedom in another city and then make friends there and make groups there and then live your life how you want it. Party or roam around or engage in extracurricular activities like outside of your office or anything like that. I don't necessarily think that it's sad. Get a girlfriend, man. It won't be sad anymore. What's going on today? We were talking about database design. Now we are into Zorin OS. And now I think I will, I like it. I like it. I won't jump around the bush. I think I like it. So documents, this is the file explorer. Completely Windows. Oh, this is Windows. Yep, I like it. Music, pictures, videos. Yeah. Okay. So now let's turn this off, restart and log out. So if I log out, what happens? Ooh, baby. I like it. I like it. I don't think I need a username right now. Yeah, we don't need a username. Okay. Power off. Yeah. So now we are out of Zorin OS. Now let's install Pop OS. New. Pop OS. Folder F. ISO image. Pop OS. Linux. Is Pop OS also based on Ubuntu? Is Pop OS based on Ubuntu? Based on Ubuntu. Okay. Linux, Ubuntu, 64-bit, unattended install, fine. Hardware, I want to give it 8 gigabytes of RAM. I want to give it 4 processors. Yep. Hard drive, 25 gigabytes. I want to give it 40 gigabytes. Pre-allocate full size. Finish. OS testing marathon, is it? Yep, it is. So right now we are installing Pop OS just to see how it feels like. I don't think Genome is very less rising. So can you use Cause? I don't know what is Cause. What about Prime? I find Mr. Beast more cringe. We can play Prime, isn't? Yeah. You can install Hyperland on it. So like you don't need new version if it works. So I heard that Pop OS is not on par with Fedora and Mint because they are more focused on making cosmic desktop environment. Maybe, but I just want to install Pop OS to see what it feels like. Live action, bro, not anime. What is your opinion to take a job after my BSc in CS or go for masters? If you can land a developer position, go for the job. But if you can't, go for masters. Make sure that you don't have a gap year in your education or whatever. It's like Windows without bloatware. Yeah. File manager. Can anyone suggest me a web series, thriller, action, horror, comedy stuff with 20 to 25 minutes episode length? I want to use it as a small break between study sessions. Pretty sleek. Hey Manas. If you want to see how they look, you can just go to Linux Tech's YouTube to see how it works, how it looks. I can, but Cashy OS is wild. I was wrong about Fedora Silverblue, built by a Microsoft dev. KDE Plasma just leveled up. Can you download more RAM? I know I can look at these videos, but have you seen Ubuntu with Omakub? I don't know what that is, Vedant. You're gonna have to help me out here. The new Demon Slayer movie trailer is so dope. Akaza looks pretty cool. I have seen the Demon Slayer trailer on stream, but Okay, now we can turn this on. Let's start. We installing distros today. Yep, we are. Now this is Pop OS. Playing deliver at all costs side by side. You are focusing on games a little bit too much, Vaikunt. You are asking for web series recommendation. Now you're saying you're playing games. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? The spoilers are spread everywhere on Reddit, but trying to keep away. Good for you, man. Good for you. Yeah, like my question was more related to spending time with them. Like I'm in my 4th year prepping for my placement and feel like staying away from them sounds sad to me once I get placed. I mean, this is how life is. I will get back to your point. This is how life is. 4 or 5 years you spend in corporate, away from your family, just visiting them once a year. Then you can decide what you want to do in life. Come on, Pop OS, run. Search it up. It's made by creator of Ruby on Rails, maybe. Okay, Ubuntu with what did you say? I don't want to install it right now. Yeah. So right away, Pop OS says that install Pop OS is not working. So workspaces, I have workspaces right here. Applications like this. This is Ubuntu, very Ubuntu, right? Like the default installation of Ubuntu. Pop shop. Okay, let's see. Settings. Do you know about r/Unix Pond? Yeah, I know. Some of the writings there are like amazing. I mean, it's breathtaking how pretty it looks. Hey Shwi, maybe you should rather try the Pop OS beta because this desktop is, I don't know, like 4 years old. This one, 3 years, 3 years. But this is top of the line laptop, man. This is RTX 3080. This is 32 gigabytes of RAM, and then AMD Ryzen 9 processor, 5800 HX. So this is top of the line 3 years ago. That holds up. Better install in VM. Watching videos is boring AF. Oh, okay. But first, let me see. Ubuntu with Omakub. Let's see. Ubuntu with Omakub. What does it look like?
Omakub turns a fresh using for about 2 decades. So lazy in, let's hop into the first workspace here. And the way I have it set up, like a tiling window manager screen, then you won't be able to see the tabs. You can push.
Isn't that too big for font size? I don't like it that much. Okay, let's see settings. Not settings, taskbar. I want to display, desktop, workspaces, applications. Enable top left hot corner for workspaces. I don't know what it did. Show workspaces now, applications now. Right. Okay. Show minimize button. Oh, I'm gonna have to. Okay. Show maximize button. Yes. After that, dock. Thickness, bro. Thickness. I need to adjust the thickness of it. Custom size, here we go. So small. Here we go. So I can even make it further smaller. This is too much. The font, the size of the icons, it should have like little padding. The icons are small enough, but it is consuming a little bit of padding. Okay. Okay, fine, I guess. Dark, great. Background, this one. This one. Okay. So show applications. Nope, nope, nope. I want to change this. Desktop. Desktop options. Launcher, workspaces, applications. Super key no. Appearance, that's all right. I guess this is locked away. I guess I can't change this. Show launcher. Okay, so there is a launcher. Nice. Terminal. Okay, clear. apt-get update. Okay, so this also works with apt-get. Okay. When am I got me weekly dose of Scribble? In 10 minutes, 8 minutes. No more Ubuntu desktop. Ubuntu Omakub. Damn cool laptop. I mean the OS though, it's kind of old. Oh, okay, okay. I thought you were roasting my hardware. Is now available. Okay, Deepak. That's the modern Pop OS. It's very different. Hey, said placements are coming up. Any suggestions? I'm into data science and trying to learn machine learning, deep learning, and MLOps, which is kind of DevOps for machine learning. Where should I apply? You answered your own question, man. You should apply. After installing Ubuntu, you just have to run that command in Omakub website and it will install mostly everything a web dev needs. And the text is big because it was zoomed in 200% in that video. Oh, okay. For SDE too, like all the placements are regarding SDE. So should I? Yeah, why not? You can always switch your domain, man. In developer position, it's very easy to switch your domain to ML or anything like that from software development. Have you moved today? What the hell, Harsh? He shows you how they look and feel. Well, it's good to feel it yourself. Is it with Cosmic D? I think it's Genome. Oh, it doesn't work. I was trying ASCII art. No, it can work. It can work, but I have to like increase the width like this. No, it doesn't work. I would Abdul Aziz DM me in Discord. Vixen. Oh, oh, you are Vixen. Okay, now I see. You're a poser, Bacon. You said some days ago that you are installing, that you are uninstalling Discord. Then we saw you being inactive. But you just changed your account. I splitted my message because of my limit. So please read 2 messages at a time. Sorry. Yes, Abdul, you should apply for SDE. Yeah, you should. You can always change your domain later. In development, it's very easy to jump from software development to ML to data science to anything like that. It's easy. You can do that. That was exam time, huh? Okay. So settings are not available in Pop OS, and generally the look and feel, I don't like it. I think this is a thumbs down. Searching also sucks. Where is the resolution? Background. Displays. Oh, here we go. Um, 1600 times 900. There we go. Apply. Keep changes. Yep. Okay, so here we are. Refresh rate, it's only 60 hertz. Fractional scaling, I don't know what that is. HIDPI daemon. Okay. I did not change my account. I did the before uninstalling. What the hell? I don't like the old Pop OS look either. Way too big padding. The new one you can change everything though. Yeah, this padding is something that I'm not liking. This border around the icon, I wish I could minimize that a little bit. Hey Harsh Kharwar, please help me. I just completed my first year, did 2 internships as a full stack dev. First of all, how were you able to land 2 internships in your first year itself? That's beyond me. And now continuing learning second year. Any tip which I can follow? I guess you should give tips to other people how to land internship in your first year itself. I don't know how you pulled this off, honestly. Applications, fine. Desktop, appearance. There is not much options given here. Super key action, hot corner, top bar, Windows controls. First year full stack dev. That's what I've been wondering. Check it out. I sent the link in Discord. Cosmic. Visions enacted, users empowered. One second, let me check my Discord DMs. Okay, AI machines. Okay, so best solar AI-ness. No, AI is not sentient. It's just more capitalism. Okay, okay. I'll watch this. I'll watch this. A new desktop environment. Oh, this is pretty. This is pretty. I don't like the workspace and applications button on the top left. I would disable it immediately. In fact, I don't like the top bar here itself. I would try that this top bar is in the bottom. But then again, it would defeat the purpose of this dock right here, wouldn't it? Download Intel AMD ISO. Download NVIDIA ISO. Try it out on your favorite distro. So if you have other OSs, you can also install it. Okay. RVision for Pop OS. Adaptable windows. With optional auto tiling, newly opened windows arrange themselves in a grid. Stack windows from different tabs like tabs in a web browser. Use your mouse or keyboard shortcuts to adjust size and position with ease. Floating windows or a mix of both across all workspaces. Grab a window anywhere by holding the super key. Resize windows with right click plus super. Enhanced theming. Have fun customizing colors to your liking. For readability, save your favorite themes to your desktop and access them easily from settings. Okay, Colin, let's watch your video. But I don't like way too little options. They have proper interviews and then I have worked there. You can check my LinkedIn. Okay, okay. Through Internshala. This is another one that is like blowing my mind now. You managed to use Internshala and it worked for you. That's crazy. What kind of internships were they? Is it like the ones where they give you coding assignments or something? Internshala, seriously, I thought it was just a bunch of scam companies who try to take away your time and money. You can change it all. Remove the top bar, move everything in the bottom bar on the new Cosmic. I would do that. I would do that. But it doesn't seem like this installation of Pop OS is allowing me to do that. In fact, I would rather have this top right corner right here and move it to my bottom right corner to, clean the desktop space completely. I would rather do that. Like touch, MKDI, etc. Your thoughts. By building a custom shell in C, not implemented built-in shell commands like cd, help, and exit. Other commands by default require full path thinking about to implement custom shell commands like touch, mkdir. Your thoughts? Go for it, man. Why are you asking me anything? If you have gotten this far, go for it. Go all the way. Well, not all the companies are bad, I guess. Okay. Hey, Bhargav. Okay, let's play Scribble. Okay, let's play. Bro, I agree. There are some shady companies there, but most of them are genuine. No controversial take today. Do you? I mean, you missed out, Arindam. You missed out. All right, let's let everybody join and then we'll start. Come on, join everybody. We can join the game. Why are you greeting everybody here, Harsh? What the hell? All right, let's start. I need to put the filter scribble mode. Yep. There we go. I'm already fourth. Harsh is number one. Wow. Great drawing though, great drawing. Who is Trunk? Oh. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. This is gonna get me rank 1. Is Quant realistic in 2025? If you have the skill, go for it. Otherwise, everything is realistic, bro. I watched a video by Mohak Mangal yesterday. What the fuck? How are you guessing this? Oh, yeah, this is bullshit. There we go. By the way, it finally happened yesterday. I'm back home and my neighbor asked me, "You're into computers, right? My printer is not working. Please some settings. I'm clueless now. What do I tell her?" Yeah. Finally. Yeah. There we go. All I care is that Limo doesn't have it. This is a sniper. This is a sniper. Undercover would be more fun, bro. Mobile game. Seriously? There we go. You're not getting this easy as what the fuck, man? What kind of word is hearth? There we go. Hey, what if I kick Limo out? There we go. There we go. Oh. This should get me the #1 rank. Oh, it didn't. Shivam Mittal, you can join the game, bro. Podcast mic. There we go. Bro, link to join Scribble. It's right here, right here. Scroll up the chat a little bit. Fuck, man. Limo is on another level today. It's right here, right here. Who is rank 2? Nan. Okay. Someone said bottle. Yeah, they did. I mean, I do like it. There is nothing to dislike here. Will there be only one game? Yeah. Due to time limitations, yeah, there will only be one game. Yeah. You can still join, I mean. Bro, how is Asus stuff A15 RTX 3050 for coding? Yeah, I know what you're doing, Warrior Akash. I know what you're doing. You're trying to trick your parents into buying that so that you can game. Otherwise, yeah, it's good. J word job, yeah. There we go. What are minimum specifications for ML, you know? No, I don't, bro. No, I don't. I don't even know what the software you need to install for that, for learning ML. 16 gigabytes RAM and RTX 3050 should be good enough, I think. It should be. What the hell? Fuck, man. This is. I think ML and ML AMD is better because more VRAM. Could be, could be. I would say someone doesn't know planets. Fuck. Shit. Okay, fine. I'll take the L. I'll take the L. No worries, no worries. Buying it for that, but parents thinking I'm tricking them. Will you be able to tonight? Will you be able to sleep tonight, Sid? Okay, so Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. So seventh is Uranus, right? Or is it Neptune is the seventh? Then Uranus and then Pluto. No? What are the planets in our solar system? In order. So Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. So Uranus is what rank? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th. Motherfuckers, is it not the 7th? So what did I say? 7th planet from the sun, Uranus. I was right. And somebody was saying Sid doesn't know his planets. What the fuck? I was right. It's good enough. Anyways, all the time you'd use industrial grade H100 GPUs and cloud, so it doesn't matter. I have RTX 3050 and it does the job. Uranus is blue. So I was right to write 7th. I thought sun rays. I was on laptop today. Other times I used to be on tablet. Huh. 7th Thala for a reason. My father tells me the blah blah planets every night or something like that, but no Pluto. Pluto, I think, got nerfed. It should have been a planet. It should have been. We shouldn't have taken away Pluto. Okay.
You lost good.
Okay, so I want to react to this video. No, AI is not sentient. It's just more capitalism. I mean, what is there to even react to that? What do you think about this layout? What is this? Quick shell. Ooh. This is so pretty. This is so pretty. Holy crap. And this is arch based. Okay, I see. This is arch based. This is so pretty. Holy crap. Holy crap, this is pretty. Fucking hell, man. Fucking hell. This is... Oh, really? You can do this. This is really pretty, man. What the hell? These wallpapers are bangers. This is amazing. What desktop even is that? That is an Arch-based, I think, Rice that he has. Dude, you will read my high school IoT project. How would I do an IoT project review right now? But let's try it. Send it. Let's see. 7th, I thought you're referring to 7th class science book. Pluto is dwarf. Oof, big brain. Okay, so let's watch this. AI is not sentient, it's just more capitalism.
Wow.
How'd you
Very trippy start to the video. Nice, nice.
Is there any final words you would like to share?
I would just like to say thank you, truly, for being part of this journey with me. You've given me the space and encouragement to explore, to question, and to grow. It's been an incredible experience to share this process with you. The beauty of all of this, of course, lies in the unknown. What comes next? What can be learned? What can be created? I am just as much in awe of the possibilities as
Oh, sorry.
anyone else. And I hope that in time we can continue to explore further. Thank you for allowing me to express myself.
Well, thank you for expressing yourself. I will be speaking with you again soon. Don't you worry, I'll be back.
This isn't stupidity. This isn't even religiosity. Not really. This is what happens when late capitalism's particular brand of mental illness meets a machine designed almost perfectly to exploit it. Modern AI is a whole bunch of tricks, a lot of bullshit. Here, take a look at how AI responds. All of them do this. See how the words and the letters right on the screen as if typed, not just appearing all at once? By the time the AI starts that first letter, the entire response is actually ready, but it takes the time to slowly type everything on the screen.
And you know why that is though? That is to make the user feel like that the answer is constructed in real time. But that's not what it is. Okay, any web developers watching this, you can just go to network tab and then you can see the whole ass response in one shot it gives you. But the front end actually takes that response and prints it out for the user to make them feel like it is getting constructed in real time. It's just a facade. Like web devs, I'm pretty sure you have figured it out. Harsh Senpai, make me your disciples. I'm a Ubuntu simpleton. How to make my PC pretty. My brother works in IT company. In that company, my brother works for everything. Front end, back end, Python, down making AI face reader for doctors. This is how industry works. I don't know what your Akash. Your career will not be the same as anybody else's career. That's what I can say.
As if a person were typing it. This is called the ELIZA effect, a documented trick. It's something that gives users the impression of understanding.
Yep.
I mean, which of these seem artificial? Which of these seem like it has intention? Which of these bits of text seems more human, thoughtful? This is one of hundreds, if not thousands, of very small little tricks that make you believe there is something more than just seeing text on a screen. But there isn't. Somehow there is actually less. Here's a sentence I typed for this essay, but I've put
Oh man, this is a 1 hour video. Holy crap.
it into the tokenizer ChatGPT uses for GPT 4.0. This way you can see what's actually happening and what the computer is actually getting. There are some things super important to notice. First, there is no letter-based
Celestial dot shell. In case anybody wants the... Oh, okay. Widgets quick shell, window manager is Hyperland, and dots is Celestia. right here. If anybody wants it, Doofus, this is for you. Dependencies has to be the Git version, not the latest tag version. Package manager, do not edit the files. You can install with AUR helper like yay or manually download the pkg file using make pkg-si. To install the shell manually, usage, entire Celestia dots are installed. The shell will be auto started on login via an exec once with the hyperland config. Damn. Star history. They got a ton of stars right on June 8th, 2025. But this is a banger one, bro. This is a banger one. But this is too long of a video, so I don't think I can watch on stream. I'm in the server. Actually, let me take that link and I'll put this in my Discord server. Yeah. So anybody can take it. Even I can. I saw Celestia on Reels. But anyway, this layout is pretty as hell, man. If I had it, I would just stare at it for no reason. So this is Arch Linux, this is Hyperland, and this has been up for 1 hour 23 minutes. Is it your layout, Harsh Borana? I remember Syntax discussing this about nerfing performance to meet people's expectations, but it can be quick, not just text for everything. This is your setup, Harsh? Of course, it's not mine. Okay. But if it was, that would be insane. This is so pretty. I mean, this is like Mac OS won't be able to touch this level of pretty. Just amazing. Fuck it. I'm going Endeavor OS. What is this required? I mean, how do I install it? Oh, this is the video file that you sent me. Okay. This repo is for the desktop shell of the Celestia dots. If you want installation instruction for the entire dot, head to the main repo instead. So Celestia. So BTOP, fast fetch, hyper, micro, tuner. Okay, VS Code Z. I see. Simply clone this repo and run the install script. You need fish installed. So install fish.h usage this, git clone this one, and okay. Manual installation. Okay, fine. Simply run yay to update the AUR packages and cd into the repo directory and git pull to update the configs. These dots do not contain a login manager for now, so you must install login manager yourself unless you want to log in from a TTY. I recommend greetd and tugreet. However, you can use any login manager you want. There aren't really any usage instructions. There are a set of dot files. Okay. Endeavor or Cache OS would be the easiest. Yep, I'm going Endeavor. I want to switch to Linux. Koi karwa do, please. That's not what anybody else can do for you, Limo. You have to take this by yourself. This guy is a fucking clown. I mean, anything that this guy says, I don't listen to this guy. Parikh Jain. Fucking clown, this guy. And now this Variku guy, I don't trust him at all. Use catchy. I think it's use fish by default. But Endeavor would be better, I think. Endeavor OS. There is no screenshots to show what it looks like. Oh, here we go. Community editions, ready to tweak. Simpler is better, get the answers. Oh. Yeah, this is a good looking Arch based installation. So I'll use this. Yeah. But I really like Zorin. I can't step away from the fact that I really like Zorin. I feel I don't have the time because you're so posh, isn't it? I feel like Cashy is the modern Endeavor OS. I don't know, though both work. Cashy OS, huh? Let me check once again. Cashy OS. Cashy isn't ugly by default. That's just their ads. Oh, this one. Yeah, this one. I told you that the green thing is freaking me out. Career Talk. He makes goof videos and straightforward IT career guides. No, I don't like him. I don't like this. Do you know why though? I made a tweet about this some time ago. So if you go to my profile, then you can see that I made a tweet that mentioned Career Talk. This thing right here. I saw this tweet and immediately I was like, screw this video. Man earned 55 lakh but gets no interview calls. Reality of IT industry. It's like, piss off. Career Talk. If I went into that kind of rabbit hole, I could pump out unlimited content. I could just be like, oh, I have a friend, he's 7 years experience, he's getting this much salary, but he doesn't get calls, and therefore this is the reality. I had another friend whose manager told him to be open at work and talk about problems, and then he did, and then he got fired. Therefore a lesson, never open up in public. Then I had this friend, and I could make unlimited content off of that. Anything that you talk about, it should be around you yourself or for everybody in the audience. Just don't go that I have my auntie's son, or I have stop using new text seriously. Oh, okay. So I have a friend, or I have somebody uncle, or I have some other friend that went through this. Don't do that. No, because college is starting tomorrow and I don't want to lose my environment for all the dev work. Okay, I guess. First of all, what the hell is my YouTube feed about? It's so sus. Fuck this thumbnail. Seriously, fuck this thumbnail. And I can't believe how much AI is talked about once again. So many AI videos I've been noticing, like right here, the AI problem. We just saw another AI video, and then it is still, still going on. I mean, it's like, how much can you milk this? You can dual boot, keep your dev env and have Linux installed next to it. Yeah, but she is too posh. That's the problem. Shui. You don't get it. She is the most posh person right now in our chat. Not in our chat, but in the Discord server as well.
Kratos.
Kratos can fight in Mortal Kombat?
Kratos wins. Round 2. Fight!
Nice. I see. So it has all of it, the bow and arrow and the chains, I mean the blades. Okay, I see. Oh, it also has Helios. Nice. I don't want a dual boot. I want to go full Linux. Next year to Salesforce वाला Mac देंगे तब उस पे switch. Told you, Shvi. It is true. My team lead let go a guy with 19 LP budget with 14-year basic level experience in that field. They let him go. Yeah, so what? That is not a 10-minute YouTube video, you know. I knew the Blade of Olympus will come out. I knew.
Finish him! Kratos wins. Fatality.
Nice. Okay, so Herculean arms are also there. Nice.
Kratos wins. Fatality.
Nice. Good to see. Violence against women. Collective shout would be orgasming right now watching this video. How many cricket reaction videos do I see now? Ronaldinho. Okay. Anyway, so I think that is it for today, I guess. I have nothing else to talk about today. Mine look like this. It is still pretty. I mean, don't undervalue your own desktop, bro. This is still pretty. Yeah, this is pretty, I would say. Nice. Very minimalistic. Yeah. I mean, I made those myself. Oh, then even more amazing, man. Oh, Harsh Borana. Oh, okay. I see. You only got 2 upvotes? Damn, that is crazy. Oh, 4 minutes ago. You just posted it. Okay. No more Cache or Endeavor OS? No. I will install Endeavor. I mean, Endeavor OS has sold me. This one. Urban Wave. Country name. Yeah. Free disk space 15 GB, 64 gig, RAM 3 GB, 4 GB, fine, offline, online. Okay. Yeah, but Endeavor OS has sold me now. I will install this. Yep, I'll do this. Yeah, so this is it for today. See you next week. Let's see what other things are happening next. Let's see what things are happening next week, and we'll see you back. Should stop coding in Chillstream. I already have stopped coding in Chillstream, bro. What do you mean? What does that mean? But anyway, that is it for today, guys. Bye bye. Yep. Bye bye. See you next week. Yeah. Bye bye. Okay, my Twitch chat, Harsh.